Erika Cleveland here with Transformative Healing Dolls. And I'm here to give you an invitation at this time of the beginning of a new year, not quite the very beginning, but for me, I don't know about for you, but for me this year, it's been a difficult transition into the year. It feels like things that applied at other times, planning goals, setting intentions, in some ways aren't really fitting up with the way that this past year was and the way this year is feeling so far. And I don't know about you, but for me, I've been feeling a need to connect with another kind of rhythm of life, a slower rhythm, a rhythm that's more connected to what's going on internally, connected to what is coming up inside in terms of my intuition, and connecting body, mind, and soul. At the same time, connecting to something deeper, something that goes back to, in a way, the time of our ancestors, when people lived with the rhythms of nature. I would like to invite you to join me in celebrating a holiday that comes up at a really liminal time in the year, just halfway between the winter solstice, the time of the darkest days, when the sun is in the northern hemisphere. I'm talking now about the northern hemisphere, when the earth is tipped furthest away from the sun. We've come from that. It's been a little while. We've gone past that, and the days are starting to get a little bit longer. But this time that I'm talking about is halfway between that solstice time, winter solstice time, and fully getting into spring. There's a holiday that was celebrated in pagan time, celebrated by our ancestors, the Celtic, within the Celtic traditions, and I know that there are probably others in other cultures throughout the world, but I'm focusing on this one, and you can substitute your own if needed. A time when symbolically we can tend our inner gardens. We can look at what's happening at this time in our inner gardens, where maybe there's weeds that have grown up, maybe there's leaves, things are there that we may not want anymore, things that we want to release. A time of new growth, healing, and intense potential for intense creativity. Just briefly, this holiday that I'm talking about is called Imbolc. It's Imbolc, and it has to do with the beginnings of just the very first signs of spring, when the leaves the buds are coming up out through the ground, just beginning to come up through the ground. And if you live in an area where there's been a lot of snow, that even can come up through the snow, there's that incredible force, that life force that comes up through the snow. And also new birth, if you lived in the time of our ancestors who maybe might have brought their animals into their cottages with them. This may be the time when their sheep were beginning to have babies. So I invite you to come celebrate this time, and through making altars. I have two examples here that I'm going to be teaching. One is cloth, one is paper, and also some of the special rituals associated with this holiday. Just a time of coming together. Again, that's Erika Cleveland with Transformative Healing Dolls. with an invitation to join me in the beginning of February with Tending Your Inner Garden, celebration of the holiday of Imbolc. And whether or not you come and join me for this, on this round, I want to send you blessings for peace and joy, just a sense of rest in this challenging time. Thank you.